Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I do want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kakadash, to belong to the apostles, Nels Great Millstone, for teaching us his truth, peace, and blessings. To the hope like Israel, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, named Hebrew Ba'Shem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Back in our lesson today, going to be going to these chariots, which are the so-called UFOs / UAPs today. But as you get throughout the scriptures, they're known as the chariots, likened to clouds, a flying roll, a wheel in the middle of a wheel, and various other examples. And as you see, as we continue to progress later into these end days, we're going to begin to see a lot more of these chariots begin to pop up. And because it's especially a sign that this devil's kingdom is coming to an end, a terrible sign to the people of this world, but a great sign to those in this truth. Because seeing these chariots, these so-called UFOs, a sign of our salvation, a sign of our deliverance. That we're almost out. That we're almost out of here and that we're almost home. So I got 3 quick videos I do want to touch on, just to go into these various sightings that are taking place, and really just especially going to show the type of times that we've been saying through this part of Yahweh Ba'Shem, starting with the apostles, the others and down over that great millstone, that expect to see a lot more of these chariots. Because you also have this devil trying to do damage control and sweep these things under the rug. But this is something that they're now unable to do, as they used to do before. So especially goes to show that their kingdom is coming to an end and they're slowly losing their power. Because before, regarding these chariots, how does it make it seem like you were crazy, that you were bugged out for what you've seen? But now they now have to pretty much, come out with the information themselves, because they're unable to just sweep under the rug and hide it as they once used to. And even when they do, hold these press conferences, these meetings, these, councils, whatever the case may be, they don't even bring out, up to date or high quality information or footage regarding these chariots. But this further going to show they're unable to hide these things, in general, Because they most definitely have high quality and zoomed in footage or photos of these chariots. Why do you think they have these these, I was gonna say satellites, these what do they call it, these telescopes, I was trying to find the word, where they spend hundreds of millions of dollars and putting hundreds of millions into these telescopes, and you wonder why. I was trying to find my words, but at least we have to wait a couple scriptures and let's dive into it.
Colombia, we found a UFO, and I'm gonna zoom into it.
Bro, my food is gonna burn.
Where is it at?
Bro, they gonna say this shit
It's right here. It's right here. Okay.
It's about to go through the clouds soon.
Nah, that's a hot air balloon. Fuck no. That shit.
No, it's not no hot air balloon.
A hot air balloon. A diamond shape.
And you see people trying to make excuses, and really it's just a coping mechanism. They're scared, they're terrified. They don't want to believe that this is a real thing, that this is a reality. Well, yeah, your reality will be shaken.
Bro, what the fuck is that? Yo, that's not a balloon. That's too big to be. Bro, that's like a diamond shape. Look at that shit. That's a perfect shape. Bro, you gotta keep it. Bro, what is that? It's like rotating. It's rotating? Yes, look.
It's not like.
So with that, let's get to the video.
UAP are real.
And this is dealing with an edit of various sightings and meetings that are held.
We see these all over the world, and we see these in making very interesting apparent maneuvers.
The United States government has had crash recovery programs and reverse engineering.
It's also a narrative devil trying to form that they have shot down these chariots, that they have picked up parts of the crash landing, and they have the bodies from it. It's just confusion, and them ultimately trying to form a narrative image that they are pretty much able to win against these chariots, these so-called UFOs, and that they're in, pretty much control when they're not. No chariot of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah is going to crash land, and especially not going to get shot down from, the things this devil has. Because you can find various examples. This devil stands with absolutely no chance, especially when you read throughout the scriptures. So is this devil trying to, control the narrative and, keep pretty much things, wanting to make it seem like they're in control and that they're on top, when they're not. Because you see within these movies, they, dealing with, these aliens and like, Independence Day, Battle of Los Angeles, where somehow they always come out on top in the end. Well, this ancient movie, this is how Bashman Shad movie is written, that you will lose, that you will fall. Revelations 12 and 7 through 8 especially goes into this war in heaven as it's going to take place and how you will lose. It's written. And just further going to that point, no chariot of the Lord once again is going to crash land. And none the devil stands a chance against the chariots of the Lord. But let's continue on.
Engineering efforts, as well as complementary intelligence and counterintelligence activities and operations for decades.
People are seeing ultra advanced craft that are higher performing. And for people that are building the highest performing craft and the highest performing energy, they are not trying to unsee what they have seen, and that they've caught on a wide range of sensors.
But the UFO spotted in New Mexico resembles Ezekiel's wheel. So we're going to another depiction of, the chariots, which dealing with through Atlas appears a more up-to-date kind of close-up image and look like. A wheel and a wheel. And also, that's not the first time something like that has been seen in space. So the chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah are here. Lord is sending out his scouts, which are the angels, which are the ones that reside within those vehicles, not no green or gray aliens. Because once that's another narrative, and an image that the devil's trying to form, that there's green and gray aliens within those vehicles, that they've recovered these bodies and done experiments and all these different types of things. That they've got the technology from these crash landings, from these vehicles. No, you don't. No, you don't. This is why you get in 2 chapter 2 verse 11, how we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. That's just still trying to make it seem like he's in control. Those that want to panic the masses, for lack of better words. These people think that they have a chance against the chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, the angels of the Lord. But yet, when you get to our description, it's going to be a walk in the park. But there you go. Now, let's get these scripts at hand. Like I said, it shouldn't be too big of a lesson. Just wanted to make a lesson regarding these chariots, because as we continue to progress later into the days, we're going to see a lot more of them, as we've been saying. In Luke 21:25-28, and there should be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity the sea and the waves roaring. So don't these signs within the heavens, the sun, the moon, and these chariots, these so-called UFOs especially being part of that, dealing with these signs within the heavens and things that we would see. Verse 26, men are feeling for fear and for looking after those things which are coming in the earth, for the power of the heavens shall be shaken. So these people are going to be shook, they're going to be afraid, terrified. You see people are still trying to make excuses as to what they are seeing. As I mentioned earlier, is just a coping mechanism, to make themselves feel better, to make it seem like everything's all fine and dandy, it's okay. That what they're saying is not real. It's a weather phenomenon. It's a balloon. It's a blimp. This and that. To do saying all these things to make themselves feel better. Well, reality is going to set in. Because this is something I think this is something that they think could only be seen within movies, cartoons, TV shows. Your reality will be shaken. Verse 27, and then shall see the Son of Man, which is Yahushua, come in a cloud with power and great glory. And that cloud is speaking of are the chariots, a so-called UFO. As he in Psalm 143, who lay at the beam of the champions of the waters, who made the cloud his chariot. Verse 28, and when these things begin to come back, and look up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. So hey, we're almost out of here. Acts 2:19 through 20. And I shall warn to heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. So further going to these signs within the heavens. Verse 20, the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and noble day of the Lord comes. So these are the various things that we would see and that would take place before Lord Yahushua will return. Zechariah 5:1 through 3. Then I turned, lifted mine eyes, and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And I was depicting this chariot that he saw, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. So that would be likened today a cigar or a tic-tac type shape of chariot. Then saying to me, this is a curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth should be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth should be cut off on that side according to it. So you devils stand no chance. There is a reason why you're seeing these chariots. You sign your kingdom's coming to an end, and a great sign for those in this truth. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but you're going to have these chariots. These angels play a role in the salvation of the nation of Israel. Also in the destruction of this place. Now, Revelation 1 through 7, behold, he cometh with clouds. Remember, he broke down with those clouds. Speaking of the chariots. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So further, also going to show reincarnation is a real thing. But that's for another time. And all kings of the earth shall well because of him, even so, amen. As you can also see in Isaiah 66 and 15. Our Lord, coming through the whirlwind, or paraphrasing, further going to these chariots and what they are here and all coming to do, because you have this devil, make these movies, and in these movies they're always trying to find the why, as these chariots, these so-called UFOs are here. Are they here to take our resources? Are they here to do this? Are they here to do that? Right, we're going into it, Matthew 24 and 30 through 31. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, which is Yahushua in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Those chariots now says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So the four corners of the earth, the Lord's going to gather, the elect from all the different lands that we've been scattered, Lord, to a world of that hopeful elect. You can also, further get that in Isaiah 11:11. How, once in the Lord's elect will be gathered from these, different lands. But, further going back to that point of what they are here and are coming to do. And once in playing a role in salvation in the nation of Israel. Observing, also going to the eyes of the Lord. And also, playing a role in the destruction of this place. But as Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3, closing it out. The vision is yet for an appointed time, but the angel speaking not lies, that would tarry, wait for it, but it surely come. It will not tarry, meaning it will not delay. These things will happen and will come to pass. We are in these appointed times, as written and spoken of with the description of these things that you are seeing now. It's just a start. You ain't seen nothing yet. But the point was made. Just want to make a quick hit going into these various chariot sightings that are taking place, and really what it means. Which is a great sign for those in this truth, but a terrible sign to the people of this world. So expect a lot more of these things begin to pop up. A lot of so-called strange sightings and peculiar sights within the sky. I believe I made one of my lessons, titled it as expect these things to pretty much become the norm. And just roughly recalling it. But once the point was made, to close out, give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Mashab, Bashem, Kakadash, and Shalom, Lord's will.